If you're a fitness enthusiast or follow fitness influencers on your socials, you'd likely recognize GymShark Apparel anywhere. Represented by a simple logo that includes the name GymShark and a depiction of a shark's head, GymShark is arguably the status symbol when talking about fitness wear. Behind this famous logo is a $1.3 billion company and a 30-year-old founder, CEO, and 70% stakeholder who was barely 20 when it all began. So, how did a brand that didn't exist a decade ago evolve to becoming every gym buff and celebrity's favorite fitness wear? In today's video, we'll be telling you 15 interesting facts you probably didn't know about the brand. So settle in and let's go. Number 1. GymShark was founded by a 19-year-old. Yeah, you heard that right. GymShark was the brilliant idea of a teenager and his school buddies. The athletic wear, now a global brand that competes with the likes of Nike and Adidas, was started in 19-year-old Ben Francis's bedroom in Birmingham, UK. You still think you're too young to start your own business? Nah. Number 2. GymShark didn't start out with gym wear. Now, this fact seems a little absurd as we identify the company with Gym Apparel. But when Ben Francis and his co-founder Lewis Morgan first started GymShark sometime in 2011, he was mainly just doing drop shipping for health and fitness supplements. However, being a gym bunny himself, he struggled to find gym wear that fit him properly, providing comfort as well as stability when working out. So, like the genesis of many entrepreneurial endeavors, he set out to find a solution to his problem. His goal? To create something that merged American and European styles, and that's how GymShark as we know it today all began. Number 3. Francis handmade GymShark apparel for at least 2 years. Ben Francis didn't wait until he could lease factory space and buy expensive equipment to start making GymShark products. He started doing it by hand with just a sewing machine and a screen printer right in his parents' home. He had learned to sew from his grandmother, and according to him, his friend had taught him how to screen print. And he did this without giving up for not 1, 2, or 6 months, but a whole 2 years until he got it right. All while juggling university and a job at Pizza Hut. Talk about commitment and work ethic. Number 4. The name GymShark wasn't inspired by anything special. GymShark definitely sounds cool. Francis thought so too, which is why he selected it when looking for cheap domain names on GoDaddy. Sorry folks, no light bulb moment for this one. Number 5. GymShark was one of the earliest brands to use influencer marketing. Social media was the reason GymShark became and continues to be a household name. But interestingly enough, Francis didn't know what a powerful tool he had in his hands until the results started showing. In an era when most brands weren't giving much attention to influencer marketing, Francis sent his products to his favorite fitness content creators just to see if they would like them. The result? These influencers, who had hundreds of thousands of followers on their platforms, started wearing it and talking about GymShark. And as you can guess, this helped bring in massive publicity to the brand in a very short period of time. Social media and nearly nothing in capital are all it took for Francis to compete with globally recognized brands in the fitness wear niche. And even today, GymShark doesn't set aside millions of pounds for advertising with top celebrities. It still uses the same model that worked from the beginning, promoting through popular bloggers on various social networks. Number 6. GymShark saw its first major hit after its very first fitness expo. While GymShark was gaining moderate traction online, it wasn't until Francis attended the Body Power Expo, a popular fitness expo, that the brand really picked up. He had used all the money he saved up on the entry fee, and he didn't waste the chance. He talked to everyone he could, from his GymShark booth, from fitness celebrities to future fans, selling his brand and its unique qualities. The event was a success, to say the least, as the buzz from it helped the brand to sell out all of its new products on its website 30 minutes after launch. From making about $300 a day to about $50,000 in half an hour, this was more success than GymShark had ever recorded up to that point. Number 7. GymShark's logo was not what you see today for quite some years. Like many companies, GymShark has gone through its own evolution throughout the years. One of its biggest is perhaps changing its logo. The original logo resembled a sort of quality seal. It included a circle, a muscular, aggressive-looking shark flexing its arm muscles in the middle of it, and the words GymShark and Fitness surrounding the circle opposite each other. Later, as the brand became popular, Francis revamped the logo to what we see today with help from Martin Williams, a renowned designer and pixel freak creative founder from Great Britain. Williams came up with a minimalist design after drawing inspiration from competitors like Nike, Adidas, and other popular brands. Number 8. The founder, Francis, had tried out 6 other businesses before GymShark. Being 19, you'd think Francis came up with this brilliant idea and struck gold, right? You could say that he's had more experience than a typical teenager stepping into the murky waters that is the e-commerce world. You see, GymShark wasn't exactly his first or even his second try at a fitness business, but actually it was his 7th. He had tried his hand at 6 other fitness brands before this, and even 2 fitness apps. The challenges and lessons he got from these attempts are what pushed him to start GymShark. Resilient much? Number 9. Francis quit as GymShark CEO in 2015. About 3 years after founding and running a successful fitness brand, Francis announced his decision to step down as CEO of GymShark. This decision, of course, came as a shock to many. After all, how do you quit running a company you created from the ground? In this case, your parents' garage up. Well, from his personal website, Francis explained the motivation behind this decision, part of which was to focus on what he was good at, as he couldn't do everything himself, and let someone with enough business management experience to be the CEO. He did eventually return to the helm in 2021 and is still the CEO as of making this video. Number 10. GymShark co-founder cashed out of the company for $100 million in 2020. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding GymShark is Lewis Morgan's exit in 2020. Morgan, who co-founded the company with Francis back in Francis's parents' garage, decided to sell his share of the company for $100 million in 2020. Now, while the reason for this is anyone's best guess, the two, who had been friends since childhood, seem to have fallen out. Number 11. GymShark was intended for men at first, but now has women as its biggest market. Being a man and motivated by his own challenges in finding fitness wear, Francis started GymShark for men mostly, but he quickly learned that there was a growing trend of athletic leisure wear, especially among women on social media. In short, women were spending big on trendy gym apparel, so GymShark started catering to women's needs. That was a spectacular move, because as of 2020, about 2/3 of all GymShark sales were made by women. Number 12. GymShark has only one physical store. For such a big and expansive brand, it's pretty interesting it doesn't have physical stores where you can walk in and buy fitness apparel. Well, except for just one in London, England. To date, GymShark operates online through its websites, so it's not just the marketing, the entire brand is built around the internet. Number 13. GymShark currently sells its products to almost every country in the world. Not having a brick-and-mortar store hasn't limited GymShark's expansion. In fact, it seems to have accelerated it. After all, no capital is needed to lease a physical premises. Today, GymShark sells to customers in more than 180 countries globally. And just to show you how crazy that is, there are only 195 countries on the planet. Number 14. Francis doesn't own 100% of the company. Okay, so this isn't actually new. We mentioned that he only owns 70% of GymShark in the beginning of the video if you were paying attention. But given that his co-founder sold off his share, you would think he now owns all of it as the remaining founder and CEO. But Francis had dreams of expanding further internationally, so he sold a 21% stake to a global equity investor, General Atlantic, in 2020 as a way to secure funding. Number 15. GymShark is one of a handful of UK-based unicorns. A unicorn startup is basically a privately held startup company with a valuation of more than $1 billion. GymShark attained the title of Unicorn Startup in 2020 after selling that 21% stake to General Atlantic. At the time, there were less than 25 unicorn startups in the UK, and even now there are still less than 50 such companies in the United Kingdom. And this wild feat brings us to today's question. What business lessons have you picked up from these facts about GymShark? Share your answer in the comments, and when you do, be sure to use the word unicorn so we know who the true A-Luxers are. And as always, we've got a bonus for you for sticking with us until the end. GymShark has its own training app. Yes, apart from the leggings, shorts, sports bras, and the like, GymShark now also has a free training app that not only suggests what workouts you can do, but also helps you to track your progress. I mean, if they're going to supply the clothes, supplying the moves is the next logical step, right? And that's it from us today, A-Luxer. Thanks for spending some time with us. We'll see you next time.